The controversial Western Cape Provincial Powers Bill is courting yet more controversy. Today's public hearings into the bill had to be postponed due to the large number of people who turned up for the meeting. Now, according to reports, some members of the public who claimed to have been excluded from the meeting broke through one of the legislature doors. And for more on this story, we are chatting to ANC's Nomi Nkondlo, a member of the Western Cape Provincial Legislature. Nomi, a very good evening to you, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good evening to you too.
Just maybe keep us up to speed as to exactly what happened today. We do understand that the sitting today had to be postponed once again. What happened?
Yes, it had to be postponed because a majority of people were outside. This public hearing, which is the 5th public hearing happening this week, was supposed to accommodate those that are in the city, which is the biggest population. Almost 70% of the Western Cape population is residing here in the city of Cape Town. And then the venue used for this public hearing is the chambers, with a capacity of almost about 200 people that can actually be accommodated in. So you had droves of people that were outside demanding to come in because they wanted to register their voice and their views about the Western Cape Powers Bill. So based on that, this particular hearing had to be postponed because as the ANC, we then engaged the Speaker of the ad hoc committee, Honorable Selegu, and asked that the matter be reconsidered to actually postpone this hearing and find a venue, in a bigger venue that could then be able to accommodate a lot of people.
Is it fair then to say, Nomi, that it was just a matter of venue and capacity that led to this postponement?
You could say that is the case, but also understandably that the DA has been trying to have these particular public hearings with few people, because over some time here, the DA actually does not have an interest of the concept of public participation. Because if you do, you would understand that an issue of this nature would attract public interest, particularly the residents of this province. And therefore, you would therefore give a due regard to the type of logistics that you put together for a hearing of this nature. So from where we are sitting, we are actually happy that the people demonstrated interest into this bill, that they thought they could then, adjust speed on the side, underhand, with few people, to make an input on this very important matter.
Do we know if these people that were trying to gain access into this sitting are just ordinary community members, members of political party? Do we have an idea who these people are?
It's a combination. Actually, we had lots of people from the different political parties, our members of the African National Congress, which were outside, members of the EFF, members of the PAC. We had the Free Palestine Movement people, members of the ACC, members of Dudula, many other political parties that were outside, including just ordinary members who were not from any political party.
As the ANC, what is your expectation coming out of this sitting, if and when it does happen?
As the ANC, from
Nomi?
To reject this. Yes. Ours as the ANC has been to reject this bill with contempt it deserves. Because we believe, first and foremost, this bill is a poorly written piece of legislation as it is defined by the Democratic Alliance. But secondly, in terms of lawmaking process, you would find serious anomalies in terms of how, it was pushed through the committees and even regarded as a committee bill, which is a lie. It is not a committee bill. It is a bill by a member of the DA who is also a chairperson of the Committee of Premier and Constitutional Matters, whom they use their majority to then bully the other opposition parties. So you have a situation here of a bill that even the senior advocates who are legal experts within this parliament had rejected this bill and actually had called this bill as unconstitutional. They've actually written, there is about 3 legal opinions from 2 senior advocates who are appointed or employed by the Western Cape legislature together with a legal intern who have repeatedly indicated that this bill is unconstitutional.
And just finally then, Nomi, the line is not doing us justice at the moment, but do we have an idea when the next sitting is going to be? Okay. I think like we lost the connection to Nomi Nkondlo, the member of the Western Cape Provincial Legislature.